Okay, so this is the last part of my presentation is the environmental condition or consideration. So first is we have to consider our environment kasi hindi porket na tawag dito is mag-anchor tayo is kailangan din natin i-consider yung environment natin kasi without considering environment natin, for example dito, so kasi yung anchoring, kapag for example nag-anchor ka sa mga seabed, make sure na yung seabed na hinulugan mo ng anchor is malayo sa coral reefs and seagrass beds to minimize environmental impact. Kasi kapag naglagay ka na or naghulog ka ng anchor sa seabed na may mga corals, so there's a possibility na masira yung corals kasi mga heavy metals yung mga ginagamit natin sa anchoring na ginagamit natin to stabilize or to make sure na yung boat natin is naka-stay lang siya sa isang location. So kailangan talaga natin consider yung environment kasi kapag maglalagay ka lang dyan, there is a possibility na makaka-damage ka ng corals, especially yung corals pati mga seagrass kasi itong mga coral reefs and seagrass is tirahan to ng mga aquatic organism. So kapag nasira to, so there's a possibility na magli-lead siya into depletion kasi except na mawawala parang tirahan, mawawalan pa sila ng pagkain. So hindi mo ma-maintain yung sustainability kasi by anchoring in that certain place, nakakasira ka ng environment. So that is why kailangan mo talaga i-consider yung environment. So syempre sinabi ko kanina is sa mga sea grasses and coral reefs, syempre we have to avoid the protected habitats. For example, there is a place na sinatawag nilang marine protected area. So since aware ka na marine protected area, so make sure na hindi ka na talaga anchor dun sa marine protected area kasi nga, meaning to say there's kaya siya tinawag na marine protected area kasi meron silang kino-conserve dun na kailangan nila i-preserve kasi ang meaning nun, there's a something species or habitat ba yan na endangered na siya. That is why kaya siya kino-conserve para maabutan pa siya ng mga future generation. Okay, so lastly, we have to follow national and international guidelines kasi without a guidelines, syempre wala tayong proper na tawag dito methods of anchoring. So kung wala tayong mga guidelines na ipa-follow, so that is yun yung mga nagiging dahilan kung bakit hindi natin naka-follow yung mga batas na, for example sa mga environment, hindi natin nako-comply yung mga dapat nating i-consider. So that is why guidelines matter talaga. Kailangan talaga lahat is may guide. So that's all for my presentation. Hopefully na-elaborate ko siya ng maayos. So that's all. Thank you.